Welcome to I Know What I'm Talking About with Nick and Sam.
Yes, we
Because
know what we're talking about.
We absolutely know what we're talking about.
We are recording this podcast, episode number 5. And that's exciting because it's been a while since we got to sit down and talk.
Yes, there's been a lot of changes. I'm sure you guys notice we're not in the same old place. There's no giant window behind me.
Nope. And the couch is different.
Couch is very different.
I have a new place. I'm in an apartment.
House is sold, guys. He
It's
did it.
crazy. It's such a crazy, crazy, weird, different feeling.
I can only imagine. The idea for me, like never even owning a home and like renting in the duplex currently, like how fun it would be to like get that cash from like an increased however much like you put into it.
Yeah.
A big increase. Not you don't gotta say whatever.
Decent. I mean, very. It's like I don't want to talk about it, but it's the reality of the situation
For sure.
and it's very like humbling
Yeah.
to like just one day have like a crazy amount of money like that you never thought that you would see. I shouldn't be in the position to be selling a house and getting some cash for that, but you know, I mean, I'm so super lucky that when we bought that house, it was literally September 2019.
Right before the chaos hit.
I mean,
Right before it.
could not have been luckier. And I absolutely loved living in that house. I miss that house already.
I can only imagine. It was I've said it before in another episode, but it was a very beautiful house and it was done well.
Thank you. Thank you. So, you know, it's a sad situation, you know, but my ex and I split up and, you know, we bought that house together. We weren't married, but we bought the house together and Dana was very good at decor, decorating, just in general, you know, very good taste, fucking, you know, bumped my status up a lot, taught me a lot. And, you know, the biggest credit that I can give her for that is that when I got this apartment, I started rebuying things that we had at the house that I didn't get. Like literally there's like some decor shit that I bought yesterday that I was like, I liked this at the house. I'm just going to buy it again.
You already got more of the globes, huh?
I did. You noticed. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I got some IKEA lamps. I only had, we had 3 at the house. I brought 2, but I bought 2 more.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got 4?
Yeah. There's one in the bathroom and one in the bedroom. And I'm already sitting here like, where can I put more? I love those lamps.
It's dope. But no, seriously, like with the whole situation, like it's, I think like you went to the casino and like you hit jackpot. Like it's essentially
like it.
that way.
It definitely feels that way.
It's dope. I can't wait for me to like get a home and like hopefully something. Well, not hopefully, because 2020 was rough, and
Man,
all shit that
yes.
came up from it was very rough. But
For sure.
out of a shitty situation, you came out on top.
Absolutely.
That's dope. And I'm stoked. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I'm happy that you're here and enjoying this new place with me. I wish you would put the microphone closer to your mouth, though.
Dang it, my bad. And I'm talking through it.
We're going to get him there, guys. Don't worry.
I'm just gonna come with a cast, and
That's
my
a great
arm is
idea.
gonna be stuck here.
Should we pivot to mic stands that are like always in front of us?
Maybe I don't fucking know.
We can test out different things, man.
It's new to me. Like I was never the person with the mic in my hand. I was always the person like, you fucking rock.
See, I'm very used to being on a stage, having the mic, especially this kind of mic. This is like the rap
for
mic.
For sure.
Yeah.
Freestyle battles happening.
Yeah, definitely.
8 Mile.
I need to practice more and then one day just like bust out a freestyle.
Funny you say that because I was like, should we do an intro song for
Oh,
this?
shit. I mean,
Why
not? Why not?
I think we should do an intro song for this.
Yeah, the music that I used for this now is like from a website, you know, it's like a licensed thing. And it works, it's fine, but like we could fucking full on
We can put our fingerprint on this one.
Absolutely.
And it's us.
Drop some fucking vocals on that and make some personalized stuff and really show we know what we're talking about.
Yes, because we kind of know what we're talking about. He knows what he's talking about.
I definitely know what I'm talking about.
Depending on the topic, I might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't involve sports,
Yeah, no
I think
sports.
we made it clear that we don't know what we're talking about for most of that.
On sports, though, I didn't. This past weekend there was a big UFC fight, and this is probably the first one that I have not bought and didn't really worry about, and just looked up to see who won. But
Yeah.
John Jones fought Stipe Miocic, heavyweight title, and everybody knew he was going to win. He won.
Yeah,
KO by spinning back kick to the body and just folding him over in third round.
Jesus,
It was beautiful. It was a very beautiful spinning back kick.
that's amazing. I got to look that up.
But there's another dude, Tom Aspinall, who currently has the interim belt. And when you get the interim belt, like your next fight should be for the real belt, which John Jones had.
Oh shit.
And it was kind of annoying because he's been ducking this dude, Tom, for the longest. And like, it's a big deal in the UFC world. Like, there's a lot of people that fought that were like great. And John Jones is great. Like,
Yeah.
he never lost. And he didn't skip anyone on his way up. But now that he's at the top, it's like, hey, man, pay it forward and fight this dude who's on his way up right now. Like, either break him or he gets his name off of you. And like, that's how it works. He's at the end of his career now, and it's like he's looking at retiring undefeated. And I'm like,
He's trying to retire on top.
right. And I'm not mad at that thought, but I'm mad because I want to see the fight
For sure.
of people in their prime. And like, it's wild. He's still in his prime. Dude's been fighting since he was, like 20, like, well, for sure before 20s. But
Yeah.
he has two brothers that play for the NFL. And like in general, his family is just big,
Damn.
athletic people. And his skill set went to fighting and
That's
fucking a
crazy.
savant in that world.
Man,
A little bit of an asshole outside of it. Like he has some demons he's fighting through, and like it's rare that
yeah.
you get to make it to that level, especially in fighting, and you don't have some demons you fight through.
for
but
sure. I mean, I feel like most fighters started out because they were natural fighters.
Yeah.
They were in situations where
For
they
sure.
had to fight.
for sure,
Yeah,
for sure,
I mean, it makes sense.
for
Definitely.
sure. No hate though. I get it. I can respect the artist and separate it from his outside world.
Yeah. Speaking of fights, this weekend was also the hyped up, horrible Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight.
Did
here
you
in
watch any of
Dallas.
it?
I did not, and I was a little curious. You know, like I won't say I'm a Mike Tyson fan. However, he's an entertaining person
For sure.
And I was, following along and the, shit talking and all that stuff in the beginning. And then, it was postponed
He got
originally.
sick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cut you off. I'll add on to
no.
that point right there. Well, he
This is a podcast. That's what you do.
dude, he just like the other day he talked about he almost died on June 6th or June whenever he had to
the
pull
fuck?
out. Yeah, because he had I forgot what. I'm gonna butcher this, but he had something where he said he almost died. That's why that fight didn't happen. And the fact that he was able to make it to this fight and then go the full distance, he's like, I won,
Yeah.
even though I lost. And I'm like,
Okay.
really and truly, you did. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But from what I did see, like clips and stuff, looked horrible.
It's weird. Why was he biting his glove?
I don't understand. I mean, everybody's saying that it was probably fixed.
For
And
sure.
they were saying like, conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to talk and say whatever, but overall, it just looked horrible.
I've talked to a bunch of people at work, and they were like, "You really think Mike Tyson's gonna lose?" I'm like, dude, Mike Tyson is not in his prime anymore. He's not
No.
that dude back in the day. Like that dude back then would murder him now, and
For sure. And like in or out of the ring.
yeah. So I was on vacation. I was in New Mexico during the fights, so I missed it. And I'm sure, like, how was traffic? Was traffic nuts?
Dude, I didn't leave my house. I don't know. I don't know. But to that point, it happened here. And why does everything embarrassing happen here?
Right. Like him tripping coming out to the ring too. Did you see that? He like stumbled a little bit.
God.
I was like,
Why is everything embarrassing always happening here?
this does nothing for your career, Jake.
That's insane.
Well, I mean, he gets to say he fought Mike Tyson, but
And
like,
they made bank.
yeah, for sure.
They made
God.
bank. It doesn't matter who fucking won or lost or
For
what
sure.
happened.
That's the truth.
Those dudes came out on top.
Yo, I'd get in that ring.
Dude,
Fuck
I'll
me
let
up.
Mike Tyson punch me one good time for $20 million. Fuck me up.
For sure.
I don't care. I will be moving out of this apartment and right back and
buying
get
my
another
house back.
Yeah. Like, bro, like, come on.
We're gonna double it.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Speaking of Texas being embarrassing, how about that election, bro?
All the elections, like even our state, for I mean, I guess Colin Allred it's gonna be hard for him no matter what because he's a Democrat in Texas.
Yeah.
But the fact that like Trump won, like whatever, fuck me. But the fact that people in Texas wanted Ted Cruz to be the representative for the Republican Party again,
Insane.
After that dude dips, anytime it gets a little cold in
Insane.
Dallas, a little uncomfortable for me, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys hold down the fort.
Dude, seriously. Or like, oh, people are like freezing to death? Cool,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to Mexico. Fuck you.
Do you think he's doing any work on that beach with this in my time?
Absolutely not. And his fucking mullet. Why does he have a mullet? I don't understand. It's embarrassing.
He looked too much like Eddie Munster, so we had to switch it up a
Dude,
little
for real, for real. He was like, oh, maybe they won't think I look like the Zodiac killer if I have a mullet.
No.
Insane.
We're gonna get some giggles in now.
Okay, I have a question. I'm looking at the monitor. Did it get darker?
Oh shit.
We got lights up here. We got all sorts of shit going
We
on.
got good lights up in here.
This is crazy.
I didn't notice it though.
I don't know if it did or did the monitor dip. I don't know.
We're gonna
But
figure it
you
out.
know what?
What's up?
We know
Don't
what we're
matter.
talking about.
You know what really
Maybe we
happened?
don't know what we're doing. But at least we know what we're talking about.
Trump is monitoring this whole situation.
You're right.
He's fucking up our shit.
You're
It's-
right.
It's probably looking darker because they're in there taxing it, and it's like coming from multiple situations now too.
For sure.
It's not just here, like wherever they're at.
They're
Washington, D.C.
slowly like taking my power away. They're just like, hand on the lever.
Let's turn it down a little
They're like,
bit.
oh, we can't let these two Browns talk about Ted Cruz like that.
We got a couple Clevelands over here.
Yeah.
Gotta fix this. Sports talk.
Holy
I
shit.
know my shit. I know my shit.
That's amazing. I'm proud of you for that one. God damn it. That is so crazy.
Yeah, and Trump thing.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I feel like the moment I knew that Trump was going to win for sure was the assassination attempt. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, they're rallying behind this.
Yeah.
And it's, for me, I talked to a couple of people about this too. And I was like, I'm so glad nothing has happened to him because the last thing we need
Oh
is
my
a
God.
Trump martyr.
Absolutely
The
not.
worst thing that could happen to us if he does get assassinated, that would be,
Yeah.
he would be on so many like candles. I don't
Oh my God.
Trump candles.
Oh my God. My Mexican cousins will be making fucking, like the goddamn Jesus candles with him on it. I'm sure that
Dude,
exists already,
the
actually.
T-shirts. Dude, that was another thing too that surprised me. On my way out to New Mexico,
Yeah.
there are a lot of Trump signs. There were a lot of fucking Trump signs on my way out there in New Mexico too. And
Crazy.
I'll say this, most times you see a flag being waved, it has something to do with the Republican Party.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's like that.
I don't
But-
either, man. You know what I hate? I hate that it has ruined. Damn, it fucking got bright again. I'm going to have so much editing to do. This is insane. I hate that Trump supporters, not Republicans, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I hate that Trump supporters have ruined the American flag and like red, white, and blue. Cause like I'm American,
Right.
I'm Mexican American, but all my family is from Texas.
For sure.
Like, you have to go back quite a few generations before you actually find people from Mexico in my family.
For sure.
Like we're Texan, of Mexican descent. And my 23andMe tells me that I'm Mexican as shit because I'm 46% Native American.
Oh shit.
And like 41% European or Portuguese,
Okay.
which just means Mexican because
For
that
sure.
just means my ancestors fucked some Native Americans.
They
and
came here like,
as
dang,
Mexicans,
shorty.
Like,
Is that Pocahontas over there? Let me
yep,
go
exactly.
holler real quick.
Exactly. So I'm proud of both of those pieces of my heritage, and it is just frustrating that an American flag is now a symbol for being a piece of shit.
Yeah,
basically,
for real. I know what you mean. It is weird because you do want to have that pride. Like, I don't know if it was being brainwashed as a kid in elementary schools, making you do the Pledge of Allegiance. But I have pride for being an American. But like, it sucks 'cause you can't really show that without feeling like you're aligning with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is a weird thought. It is a very weird thought. An interesting one to bring up.
It's hard, like being from Texas too, because I have Texas pride as well. But now Texas pride also kind of makes you feel like an asshole.
Right.
I have a Texas tattoo on my neck.
I'm still planning on getting a Texas tattoo.
I mean, I still love my Texas tattoo. Shout out Jim Haynes. But my God, like it's rough, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's weird.
You know what else? I have this this really dope Nike windbreaker.
Yeah.
That is red, white, and blue. I fucking love that windbreaker. And I feel like I can't wear that either.
So you traveled around a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever I moved out of Texas, I went to California, then out to New York. My entire time out there, like it took me to being in New York like a year later to be like, I haven't seen a rebel flag since I left Texas.
Right.
And like, of course, I went to California, New York. It's rare out there.
Yeah.
But it's still the fact that like not in any bars, not in any like restaurants or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not that I've seen any. I don't know if I probably have. It's Texas.
For sure. But I tell you what, go to like fucking Georgia or something. You won't be able to not see them.
Have I been to Georgia? I don't think I've been to Georgia. I haven't been to ATL at all.
Man.
Yeah, no, that needs to be a trip for sure.
For sure.
See what Magic City looks like. I mean,
Shit.
what?
You got to experience at least once, I guess. Yeah.
Let me get one of these famous wings y'all got over here.
I've never-
For the food, I want to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. For the food. He knows what he's talking about. I've never been to a strip club in Atlanta.
Yeah. When's the last time you've been to a strip club?
It was here,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
I think mine was DG's. And
Oh shit.
God, it had to have been like 2012.
I've never been to DG's. Well, does it even still exist?
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
No, but one time, I remember one year, this wasn't the last time I went, but one year, me and other Sam, Fisher Price.
Hey. Oh shit, that's his name.
Yeah, Sam.
I've known that.
Hey, yeah, that's Sam.
How have I not known
sorry,
that?
Sam. I didn't mean to out you
You're out. Your
publicly.
real name exists.
Yep. No, him and I went to, I think it was the Lodge on Christmas. Oh, yeah. That was like the saddest day of my life.
On Christmas, too.
On Christmas. And it was, I was drunk as fuck before we went because I was trying to meet up with this girl and I got dissed pretty hard.
What, you got this?
Yeah, and I was already like drunk and like it was just like, you know, it was like, you need to go basically. And so Fisher came and scooped me up and we went to the Lodge and it was so sad. It was dead, first of all.
I mean, good.
The other patrons there were like clearly like sad regulars. They were like bringing Christmas gifts to the girls. And I saw more girls getting dressed than getting undressed.
I feel like that should be like something you see at least once because like I'm laughing at first, but then I'm like, what does that look like on Christmas?
Sad.
Tears, regretment.
Very sad. Very sad. All right.
Pants.
Speaking of traveling, I want to hear about your trip.
Oh shit, yeah. So I've been hinting about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and a lady did a trip to New Mexico, which was dope.
Love it.
We had 3 stops: Roswell to White Sands to Carlsbad.
Hell yeah.
And dope as shit. We started off in Roswell. First stop. I drove the entire way there nonstop.
Hell yeah.
I let baby girl sleep
Gentlemen.
like a true gentleman.
Damn right.
But Roswell was dope. I'm a huge nerd and I love the Sci-Fi Channel and X-Files. So it was cool to just go around and see cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
Got some shirts. I got they had a funny ass like Bucky's knockoff shirt for an alien.
Yo,
And
that's dope.
My mom was obsessed with anything Bucky, so I got her a sweater while I was out there. I got a couple shirts.
Love it.
Dude, it was dope. We went into some like museums and like everything you did was $5 or $9 or $15 to go like do a little tour. And I'm like, let's do every single one
Hell
of these.
yeah. I love it.
Some are cool. Some are like, y'all just like put this together last night, huh? But
they've been doing that shit for years. In reality, it's just it's also sad.
Everything was covered in dust in one place.
God,
it was rough. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have an asthma attack in here. Let's make this one quick.
Yo, but that's so funny.
Honestly, I had a good ass time in Roswell. Like a good ass time,
dude. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, have you been?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
Yes.
What were you out there for?
So a couple of years ago, Dana and myself and her brother went on a road trip. It was actually in 2020. We decided to go on a road trip just like while everything was kind of just starting to like let you kind of explore again, you know? Mm-hmm. And we did like a little road trip camp kind of thing. And we were just kind of hopping around. We went to the Sand Dunes National Park and we went up to Colorado. We went to
You did like a really
Yeah, it was dope. It was super dope. I did not drive the whole time. I was a bitch. But Dana's brother held it down and I had the Pilot at the time, the Honda Pilot.
Oh shit.
So we like took that thing out there and but yeah, it was dope. And we ended up going to Colorado. We went to Crestone.
Yeah.
Tiny little mountain town. Like crazy. The thing it's known for is a murder podcast. There was like a woman who went missing from there. And like we went into the town and we had a great time there. Yeah. And but there was still like missing posters for her and stuff. It was crazy because it was like a podcast I'd listened to already. I think it was like Up and Vanished or something like that. It's like one of the Payne Lindsay.
That sounds familiar.
It's like a really big one. Yeah, it was crazy. But no, that was an awesome trip too. Like we had a great time. I loved it out there in New Mexico. We did like a full on like real camp, like campsite thing.
That was the only thing we didn't do for this trip. We didn't camp, and I was like, okay, but like we looked at it was going to be like in the 30s at night, so we were like, man, we're not going to camp. And I was like, that's little bit like
cabin weather for sure.
For sure. I don't really mind like whenever you camp, like. If things go smooth, I'm like, we went camping, me and the lady, and it rained on us once. And I was like, she was like, it sucked because it rained and we had to go to the car. And I was like, that makes that trip that much more fun though.
Yeah. Like, for sure.
Let me get back to the road trip. But we were hanging out at the campsite. We're looking up and I was like, man, you can see all the stars. It's like clear. And she was doing some shit, like I think cooking or might have been setting some stuff up. Mm-hmm. And then when she finally looked up, there were no stars at all. Like all the clouds were covered. And she's like, what the fuck has happened? I was like, uh-oh, it's about to rain on us. And 3 a.m, like the sheriff, I don't know, the patrol, I guess is a better word. I don't think they were legit cops. But they patrolled and came around like, everybody get out of your tents. There's going to be a crazy ass storm coming in. And like, sure enough, it came through. Everything in our tent got soaked, and we like ran to the car and slept in her
what the
CRV.
Fuck? That sucks, dude.
It sucks, but it's kind of a funny story. Like,
no, for sure.
We were only out there for a night, and that was the night it rained. And then we came back the next day. It's like, had it been multiple days we needed to stay out there, then I would have been a little salty, like sleeping on a wet ass like mattress.
A wham. Yeah, dude. That's that.
Yeah. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah.
But back to the road trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was dope as shit. Had a lot of fun. We saw all the things there really were to see. Took a whole bunch of pictures. Then we went to the White Sands, and it was dope as shit. Like just a desert in the middle of Texas with white sand.
Yeah.
And we were sledding down hills and like getting a fucking workout in, doing it. But the pictures I got were like beautiful.
Dude,
like,
that's sick.
It was a lot of fun. And then we came back through. Oh, actually, hold on, wait. Let me check my notes because I have some stories for them.
Yes.
So I want to go past.
Love when you bust out the notes. We got to know things for sure.
Okay, so when we went into Roswell, that was the only night we really went out to a bar. This isn't the story. This is just another one that I remembered. There's like shit to do in all of these places.
Yeah.
And the one place we went to in Roswell was like the one only bar. And like legit, we walked in and they were like, you can tell they were like, look, these are visitors here. And like, sure enough, like they ended up talking to us for a little bit, like some of the people. Everyone there was cool, but like it was funny to like get all those eyes and like you feel like,
oh no. Oh no. Like, you're like, what do we do? What do we do?
Is it good talk or is it bad? And it seemed like it was good talk. We were not I was not the only person of color in this place too. So like that's fine.
Always a plus.
Had it been all white, I would have been like, I think it's time for us to
like,
bounce on out of here, huh?
Yeah, like, do we have one drink and leave?
Yeah.
Did we just leave? Definitely not hitting up the jukebox. No
And
better
honestly,
than that.
the jukebox. Well, I don't think they had a jukebox. I think they just had a playlist, but the playlist was on point that
Hell
night.
yeah.
We were having a good ass time.
Hell yeah.
But that was our night in Roswell. The next day, we drove out to White Sands, had fun out there. Then we went to Carlsbad Caves, which was insane. Have you been to the
I
Carlsbad?
haven't, no.
You should make a trip out there if you can. It was dope as shit. The only thing that was a bummer, we didn't get to see the bats come out of the cave.
Oh shit.
But we
Like
got
a swarm? They
yeah,
swarm out? That's
it's apparently
awesome.
a big thing in like
Fucking Bruce Wayne over here.
for sure. For sure. Before I leave, I got some pictures to show you because it's
Hell
dope.
yeah. Hell yeah.
It is dope. But we went through the cave and like, goddamn, dude, like they showed a picture of like the starting point and like next to it was the not the Statue of Liberty, but the Empire State Building. And like we essentially walked down the height of the Empire State Building.
shit.
And by the end of it, like, because you're walking down a hill,
What?
like
Yeah.
they made a path through this cave going down, so it's
I
just
have
like
been in a cave,
Yeah.
but not there. Yeah.
right. And this, I don't know if all caves are like this because this is the first like legit cave you can go into that wasn't just like an opening in the side of like a rock wall. Like I've been in plenty of those.
You were like spelunking in this motherfucker?
and that one you could definitely
Holy
spelunk.
shit. That's crazy.
But it was dope. Like just looking at the stalagmites hanging from the ceiling and shit, and it's like, God, if one of those fell. Just if one of those fell.
Done for,
It doesn't
bro.
even have to be like a direct hit. Like the debris from it hitting the ground in front of you is like,
God, that's crazy.
but
Yeah, that's wild. I
yeah.
love that shit.
yeah, it was dope. I had such a good time. But the thing I did have a note on, Sarah and I are walking down this, and we're probably at the halfway point at this part. And she notices that there's park rangers there, and they got something on the ground. And I'm like, oh, interesting. What is that?
Uh-oh.
She's like, I think they said it's a fluid. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So like of course, we slowed our pace down a little bit. Like, all right, let's see.
Be a little nosy. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. No. I was very suspicious.
Oh, yeah.
I did not give a fuck. What are they going to do? Kick us out of there?
Yeah, exactly.
But I was just like listening, and they were like, yeah, we found there are two park rangers, and they're talking on a walkie-talkie to wherever base is outside of there. And they're like, we found a bag of fluid, I think bodily fluid. And like, that's when I hear bodily fluid, and I'm like,
What?
in my head, I'm like, the only thing I think of is like CSI stories and like blood being found. I'm like,
Right.
it's not blood. Is it piss? Is it shit?
Oh, shit. All of the above?
Someone has
A
diarrhea.
mixture?
Sarah being in the medical field is like, maybe a colostomy bag. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
I kind of had that thought
Ooh.
too.
It's like, what
Damn.
is it? Still had no clue. When that we don't, it is a mystery bodily fluid that these guys were trying to like get off the trail because like I don't know how they saw it. I don't know who reported it.
Yeah.
And, like for them to go in there, like, are they doing this trek multiple times a day? Because my legs were fucking cooked. So like
that.
I know their legs have to be good if they have to just go down this and like look for stuff like that. But yeah, we walked past them and they had the bag of bodily fluid. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
literally to them, like, what is that? And they're like, don't worry, but you can keep going. It's like, no.
No.
I'm not mad, not even upset, but like,
I
I'm
just
like,
need to know.
but they were like, we can't really. It's like, fair enough.
Damn.
I'm not trying to like get anyone in trouble. Like,
You're like, hold on, let's test this. Let's see what's going on. Oh shit.
no.
Oh yeah, that's a mixture for sure. For sure.
Someone had tacos last night.
Dude, that's insane. That's crazy.
It was weird. I don't know. Like, that's one of those things that just
You
makes
had to have a note to remember that you saw cops find a bag of bodily fluid.
I mean,
That would haunt me for the rest of my life. That's crazy.
I needed a note. I would have forgotten.
Holy shit.
There's so many things that no, I'm joking. That was like the craziest thing that happened on this trip.
Wow.
But like it was, you can't really see because it's dark. You're in a cave
Yeah.
and like they have mood lighting set up. Like it would be if you turned off all the lights in here and you only had your globes going on.
Yeah.
That's the kind of lighting set up for it. But we weren't able to like see it to know what was it. She was just like, at first it looked clear, but then they held it up and it had stuff in it and then a cord. And then I'm like,
What the fuck? That's crazy.
I
So,
want to know.
weirdest game of Minecraft ever.
For real.
What the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah, but we make it to the bottom of that shit, and that one part of it was like the only like true crazy highlight. We just make it out of there. We get to the bottom. There's supposed to be like some snacks, and like she was excited about cave snacks, and I'm like, that's gonna be regular.
It's like rock candy and
But
shit.
it was for sure. But
Yeah.
it was closed. You couldn't get in
Oh
there.
man, lame.
We ended up leaving there. We did some little hikes around the Carlsbad Cave, and then legit.
After doing the cave, you hiked again?
Well, barely. Not even. It was like
okay,
it was a quarter of a mile to get to a lookout point,
Damn.
and then we got in a car and drove home.
That's the move.
Yeah.
I would have skipped straight to that, TBH.
In all honesty, after we did it and like we were heading back, I was like, we probably should have done Carlsbad first and then ended with Roswell. That would have been like not an easier last day, but like
chill, like
a more chill.
Yeah.
For sure would have been easier. I don't know if we would have lucked out with places being open though, because it was Sunday and it was already a little bit of a bitch getting tickets. National parks and all, like it's weird. Like you have to get it at a certain time. Like you don't get tickets and you go. You have to buy slots for certain time periods to start it. I think it's because it's just a track going down, and so they don't want any bottleneck kind of things happening.
That's how you end up with fucking bodily fluids there because somebody, can't hold their piss and they're like,
That was the thing. Like at the start of it, they're like, "This is the last restroom for about an hour of a hike. So if you can't hold it."
I'm gonna be honest. Whoever did that was probably a fucking pro, dude. They were
For
like,
sure.
I carry a bag with me to piss in because I know I'm going to need it.
Yeah, and with my tiny bladder, you better believe I was like, well, just look for spots to pee. There were no spots
No.
to pee. It was so dark, but like still there was too many people coming behind you, and like you're snaking down this thing. So like you think you're safe, but there's someone who's like, hey man, is that dude?
Yeah, look at that guy pissing over there.
You ain't gonna believe
Doing it
this.
in a bag like a civilized human.
Where's your bag at? You didn't see it in
It's like a government issued bag, like just in case. God damn.
It's one of those like when you run on the airplane in your little vomit bag.
Yeah, exactly. Doggy bag. What would a doggy bag be? What's the equivalent for a piss bag?
God bless, man. Kitty bag.
Kitty bag?
Mark your territory bag. I don't know.
Oh man. That's crazy though. Holy shit.
Pissy bag. Yeah, but I had so much fun on this trip, and it was fun to like just get out and do shit and just
Yeah.
turn off a little bit. I have so many messages from work.
Yo, dude, fuck that. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to tomorrow going in there and being like, all right, let's be an adult again. And
No, dude, no. I was off last week. The whole
Oh, nice.
Well, okay. So I was supposed to be off the whole week last week, but I ended up working Thursday and Friday, even though I was technically on PTO, but it's because I called in sick the previous Thursday and Friday.
fair.
And so I just kind of let it ride, and I had shit to do. But when I went back to work on Thursday, it had been a week, you know, and I was like, fuck, dude. Like, how do people have jobs and do real life stuff? Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's hard.
And how do you get fun in there? And how do you, if you have a kid,
Yeah,
kids,
God,
that's,
man.
I can't even process that.
You don't have a pet.
You're bro, exactly. You're tired after a vacation.
Yes.
Like doing fun shit.
Yes.
That sucks.
I mean, there was a time like while we were out there for Carlsbad, she wanted to see the bats, and she was like, "What if we just stay another day?" And I was like, "I don't want to lose my buffer day to go back to work." And
'Cause
she was like,
yeah.
fair enough." Because like we planned it, we were gonna go out Thursday, and we're gonna come back Sunday, and I was like, "Perfect, Monday's off too."
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh well, what if we just stay another day?" I was like,
Nope.
I was like so bummed because I don't like being the no person when it's fun.
Agreed.
But whenever it's at the expense of my my Zen day and like
For
it
sure.
sucks, I had to take care of family shit today. So like it wasn't even a chill day for me.
Yeah, man. I know how it goes. And it's worse when something goes wrong and you have to do that. Like
Yeah.
I was on a trip where a flight got delayed.
Yeah.
And it took up my
Oh,
whole
God.
buffer day.
Oh no.
And then I got home at like, what was it? And it was like an overnight trip. And then I had the next day off and I ended up wasting the whole day. And then I got in at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I had to go to work at like 8 or something.
That's rough.
I mean, it's horrible.
That's rough. I'm
no
sorry.
thanks. No thanks. This was like 10 years ago, and I'm still mad about it. I'm still tired from it, actually.
Buffer days are for real. Like
For real.
I guess I didn't really realize how many people did this. I thought I was just being sneaky and selfish.
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Bet.
Man, I'm feeling some FOMO right now. I really love road trips. Your trip sounds awesome.
It was good.
And
We had all the snacks.
That's rad, dude.
Bunions.
See, I don't know what a road trip would be like for me right now because I can't really eat the snacks that I like too much.
No.
And like the last road trip that I took was right before I got diagnosed.
Oh shit.
And so
Where was that to?
Austin.
Okay.
I went to go see the We Hate Movies podcast.
Ooh, oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. God.
And so,
Awesome.
and it was funny too, because I think I mentioned it like, you know, I was peeing a lot before I got diagnosed. Like I didn't really know that was a diabetes thing.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, and I knew I'd been peeing a lot. And I was like, I'm about to go on this road trip. I haven't been driving like this long while I've been peeing like this. But it was fine. But now that's a plus. I won't have to pee as much if I had to go on a road trip. But I won't be able to eat beaver nuggets.
Damn.
Fucking love beaver nuggets.
Dude, my teeth are mad at me anytime I say beef nuggets. That shit is like, want a cavity? How about 2? You know what? Fucking all these shits. Cavities everywhere. You get a cavity.
Bro, tell me about it. That reminds me, I fucking broke a tooth a couple weeks ago and I need to go to the dentist real bad.
Get that shit fixed.
I know.
Is
I
it
keep
a
putting
molar?
it off. Yeah.
Where's it at? Let me see.
I ain't gonna show you that shit. But yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. I need to. The last time it happened, I had to get a root canal, and I don't want to deal with that shit.
God.
But I know I need to, and I just need to do it.
Yeah, do that shit. I've had that shit happen. I was eating fucking pizza and like a piece of my tooth like chipped off, and I was like, this is a pretty good size.
Yeah.
But they were able to cap it, and
Yeah.
they didn't need to do a root canal.
Ugh.
So thank God there. But
I was eating a cashew, bro. Come on, this is fucking bullshit. Ugh. Well, I think we did it, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Episode 5 in the books. I'm sorry about the lighting. I figured out what the problem is, so I'm going to fix it
Oh,
for
shit.
episode 6. We're going to be good.
Perfect.
So in the meantime, we know what we're talking about.
We know what we're talking about.
And we're getting better at knowing what we're doing, too.
For sure. A little bit better.
Progression.
He's getting better. I'm just watching him, cheering him on like the good cheerleader that I am.
But we get to learn together because I tell you all my fuck ups
Right.
and then we get through it. We get past it.
We get past.
Actually, you know what? Before we end this episode, I want to say this guy right here is a fucking real one because I needed help moving and I hate asking people for help. And I had to. And last weekend, 8 of my friends showed the fuck up.
We got you, dog.
And like, it was the most incredible thing that anybody could have done for me. I mean, I'm so grateful. And Sam was one of them. And I just wanted to say thank you
Much
because
appreciated.
I am so grateful for all the help that you gave me last weekend. And I just want that thanks to be public because it was so awesome. It was super great. And you know, that was awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
No problem. In all honesty, like I kind of feel bad because me helping people move is just an opportunity to flex, and I'm like, I take every single one of them. No, I know what it is.
I didn't even ask him. He just showed up because he knew other people were coming. It was crazy.
My muscles were like, something's happening.
He was just shirtless for
Get in
no
your car.
reason. It was weird. It was weird.
That might be where the baby oil came from.
And with that, we're out.
Peace.
Peace.